Heracles, known to the Romans as Hercules, was the greatest hero of Greek mythology, a man of unmatched strength, cursed by the gods, yet destined for immortality. His life was filled with incredible feats, tragic trials, and legendary battles that would cement his name in history forever. The birth of a hero. Heracles was born to Zeus, the king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal woman. But from the moment of his birth, he was doomed to suffer. Zeus's wife, Hera, was furious at her husband's infidelity and vowed to destroy the child. One night she sent two venomous serpents into the baby's crib to kill him. But even as an infant, Heracles showed his divine strength, grabbing the snakes with his tiny hands and strangling them to death. His destiny as a great warrior was clear. As he grew, Heracles became a mighty warrior, admired across Greece for his strength and courage. He married Megara, a princess, and had children with her, finally living in peace. But Hera's hatred had not faded. She sent a curse of madness upon him, driving him into a blind rage. When he awoke from his madness, he discovered the horrifying truth. He had slaughtered his own wife and children. Devastated, he sought guidance from the Oracle of Delphi, who told him there was only one way to atone for his sins. He must serve King Eurystheus and complete 12 labors, a series of impossible tasks that would push him to his limits. 12 Labors of Heracles. 1. Slay the Nemean Lion. Heracles faced a monstrous lion with impenetrable skin. His weapons were useless, so he wrestled it with his bare hands and strangled it. He then wore its pelt as armor, making him nearly invincible. 2. Kill the Lernaean Hydra, a serpent with multiple heads. The Hydra regrew 2 for every one cut off. With the help of his nephew Iolaus, Heracles burned the necks shut, stopping them from regenerating, and crushed the final immortal head beneath a rock. 3. Capture the Ceryneian hind, a sacred golden deer belonging to Artemis. The hunt lasted a full year before Heracles finally captured it. 4. Capture the Erymanthian bull, a ferocious, gigantic bull that terrorized the land. Heracles chased it into deep snow and dragged it back alive. 5. Clean the Augean stable. These stables housed thousands of cattle and had never been pulled. Using his intelligence, Heracles diverted 2 rivers to wash them out in a single day. 6. Slay the Stymphalian bird. Deadly, man-eating birds with metal feathers swarmed the skies. Using a rattle given to him by Athena, Heracles scared them into the air and shot them down. 7. Capture the Cretan bull. This massive bull, father of the Minotaur, was rampaging through Crete. Heracles wrestled and subdued it. 8. Steal the mares of Diomedes. King Diomedes fed his wild horses human flesh. Heracles fed the horses their master, taming them. 9. Obtain the girdle of Hippolyta. Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons, was willing to give him her magical belt, but Hera tricked the Amazons into thinking Heracles was an enemy, forcing him into battle. He defeated the Amazons and took the belt. 10. Steal the cattle of Geryon. A giant with 3 bodies guarded sacred cattle. Heracles killed him with a single arrow and stole the herd. 11. Retrieve the golden apples of the Hesperian. These divine apples were guarded by a dragon. Heracles sought the help of Atlas, the titan holding up the sky. He tricked Atlas into retrieving the apples, then escaped. 12. Capture Cerberus for his final task. Heracles descended into the underworld to face Cerberus, the 3-headed guard dog of Hades. Without weapons, he wrestled the beast into submission and dragged it to the surface. With this final labor, his sins were cleansed, and his name was immortalized in legend. The final tragedy. Even after his labors, Heracles continued his adventures, fighting wars, sailing with the Argonauts, and even freeing Prometheus from his eternal punishment. But his greatest enemy is fate itself. He married Deianira, who was tricked into giving him a poisoned robe, believing it would keep him faithful. When Heracles wore it, his flesh burned, and he realized he was doomed. In his final act, he built a funeral pyre and climbed atop, embracing his destiny. As the flames consumed him, Zeus took pity on his son and granted him immortality. The immortal legend. Now a god of Olympus, Heracles became a symbol of strength, courage, and perseverance. His story has been told for thousands of years. A hero who defied gods, conquered monsters, and achieved immortality. His legend will never die. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more legendary stories.